okay if I stream? I'm running my podcast.
Huh?
Is it okay if I stream? I'm running my podcast.
Do your thing, okay?
Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. Questa è CINQUE, stagione di pensieri gialli, il podcast che è sui Cigar. Sono il tuo capo. Welcome to the Graffiti Joke. This is season 5, the Thoughts and Cigars Out podcast with your chief, Cigar. So, couldn't wait for it's coming today. It just didn't come in the morning. It didn't come afternoon. So I couldn't wait too much to get it. The mug peach cobbler, bro. This is the Liga Privada number 9. And so at most it's gonna give a 30-minute smooth time, but it definitely won't hit that. So if I'm halfway through with it, I can puff on it for about 10, no more than 15 minutes. It's a flying pig cigar. It's a flying pig. Maiale Volante cigar. Get back, we're gonna do the unboxing. We're gonna do the unboxing for the miniature cigar pipe. And continue with season 5. So the first part of season 5 started off with the reup. I ran 2 miles. Well, let's not watch the word. Jog times. We jogged 2 miles. Yes, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. I got the Black Ball t-shirt on. And on the back, I got the Project Extinction. Season 5. CINQUE, stagione. We got the reup. I didn't feel like it would be right to do an unboxing for a new cigar pipe and have no huge cobbler. We coming off season 4 flying pigs. So how do you go from one transition to another? Let's do a flying pig. Then we transition to the peach cobbler. I think that's easy. That makes sense. And then I might do it. I don't know. I don't got the sunlight. Not for the day. So tomorrow, do a puff a bowl of each one of the cigar pipes. The 2 corn cobs, the Indian, and the Italy pipe. And then that'll be that's how many videos. Today for sure is unboxing. I'm not even sure. I don't know. I might be impatient. Patience is a virtue, but I ain't never waited long enough to see the motherfucking strip. I might do it tonight as a pre-run. And then do it again as a light and say, you know what? Fuck the first one. Hey bro, what type of car is that? That red? That's the Porsche.
It's like a Porsche.
No, it ain't no Corvette.
I don't know too much about cars.
Hey, bro, you just said you just driving with the Porsches and the BMW.
Porsche X. Yeah, no. That's got drove them motherfuckers don't mean I knew too much about them. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I know I put gas in them bitch and hit fast. Zip.
That shit go.
Zip. Matter of fact, if you got me changing shit.
My thing about, because that's a artistic visual challenge. Recording anything at night because you don't have sunlight to work with artificial light. Unless I get it from the sun. You know, we were down boxing. It was up to me to have that boxing, and then that's just gonna be ASMR. And then the next episode, right after that, is comparing each one of the cigar rubs. I came looking for that T52. T52 is very limited. Shit on places. They put a limit on how many you can get. It's like people was trying to buy all the tissue paper when COVID hit. They put them up, they said, nah, limit 2, no more. I lit this on up with a butane torch lighter. It's sticky new. Every single one I've had. So I think that just comes with the cigar. I think that just comes with the cigar. So this is one of my favorites. What I like to do this one and the T52 back to back, just to figure out which one I like more. Just to figure out which one I like more. And there's just certain things that I would not do. And I would not do what you do. And you would not do what I do. And how long would it take you to get through that, bro?
A couple hours.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I usually hit them up in the morning, man, when I'm in traffic and shit. You smoke them all day, actually.
That's it, man. That
shit be unraveling and shit. I be leaving in the car.
Bro, it don't make no sense, bro. I wasn't expecting that.
Love it.
And for less than $20?
$14.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna get at least 2 hours off that, James, bro. That's an all-day cigar. That's another thing I like about the cigars. It was like, this shit ain't basketball. This shit ain't sports. You gotta know that. You gotta be on that to know that. So, the art of selecting and smoking. International Connoisseur's Guide to Cigars. By Jane Resident. I'm assuming that's a woman. Woman wrote a cigar book.
Oh my god.
Over 200 cigar brands, 100 color photos, worldwide guide to buying cigars. Over 450 cigar-friendly bars and restaurants, and everything you need to know about becoming a connoisseur. I don't know how she said this. One thing to note is that the book is not, it's relatively tall book. I was reading on Cigar.
Shit.
They got more of those in there.
Yeah, I brought some 12 pack.
You about to hey, bro, you always, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what, I want to say thank you. Last time I was here, it was just, you know, it's about the experience and whatnot. But I had never had, I didn't know there was a difference. I didn't know nothing about this whole single barrel, double barrel, and all that other. Nothing about that. So I just want to say, I appreciate you for bringing that, bro, because that's something I would never experience if you know what I'm saying?
Talking about the liquor?
Yeah. Shit was smooth, bro. That shit was smooth.
Yeah, we go through them bottles up here.
I know.
Some old dudes do. I be like, hey, I'm gonna stick what I know.
I can grab one of those.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Piece of chicken. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to tell them I'm not here for none of the bullshit. Like, you stole my stuff, you stole my stuff. Why you taking somebody's stuff? When I got down to one, I don't remember what happened. Because at that point, somebody else had entered the room and it wasn't me taking shit. At that point, talking to somebody else. And that person didn't know was bothering me.
And like I said, y'all let this nigga hit me, so he's going to jail. Fucking so hello. No. Back up. Touch me. Don't touch me. I don't even know what she did.
Speaking of cigars, where's the smoke gun? The lingo, the buzzwords, and the serious language that you need for cigar computer. Aging. The period during which newly completed cigars rest in humidity-controlled cedar-lined storage areas called aging rooms. This rest time gives the flavors of the tobacco within the cigars a chance to blend. AMS, American Market Selection, a designation for the light and mild wrappers, Claro, Candela, and Jade. Aroma, a cigar smell when it is burning. Bouquet is the smell of the wrapper and open foot before the cigar has been lit. Band, the paper ring around each cigar that decoratively identifies the brand. Barrel, the shape of the cigar, also called the body or canyon. Biddies, a small East Indian cigar. Binder, the tobacco leaf wrapped around the filler, holding the core of the cigar together. The outer or wrapper leaf becomes the binder. Blend, the combination of tobacco leaves chosen for each cigar. A cigar's character depends on the blend, which may have tobaccos from different countries, crops, and years. The blender strives for a mixture that results in a consistent, good taste. Booking. Folding.
Shit, sorry, dog. It's me.
Booking. Folding the filler leaves in a cigar's bunch so where the pages of a book are folded. This is an inferior method causing a thicker concentration of leaves on one side, which results in uneven taste and burning.
I think it's terrible in what way? We make terrible choices.
Buckeye. Small, generally family-owned cigar making company.
Intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years. I'm about to tell you the truth.
Bulks. The tall stacks of tobacco pile high so that fermentation takes place at the temperature within them rises, also called burrows, a Cuban term. Bunch. During the cigar making, the leaves that make up the filler and binder before finishing wrapper leaf is added. Bunch breaker. The person in a cigar factory puts a filler and wraps a binder leaf around it, creating a bunch, also called a buncher or bunch maker. Cap. The piece of tobacco laid over the head of a cigar, split before smoking. Casing. A process of spraying tobacco after it has been dried. This remoisturizes the leaves pliable so that they can be rolled into cigars. Clear Havana, an all Havana cigar. Criollos, harsh cigars smoked by native Cubans. Culebra, a 3-in-1 twisted cigar. Actually 3 corkscrew-shaped cigars bound together. An invention cigar factories of the 19th century to keep workers from stealing their product. Each employee allowed 3 cigars a day, of this obvious shape only.
Yeah.
Curly hair. The 3. Let's see, 30 minutes. Curly hair. The little ponytail twisted end of tobacco on the head of some premium band cigars, also called fancy tail. Dimitase. A small size cigar, usually 4 inches long with a 30 ring gauge. Dry cigars, called dry or Dutch type by Americans. These small cigars need no humidification. Made by the Dutch and Swiss. Called dry or Dutch type by Americans, these small cigars need no humidification. By the Dutch and Swiss, they use short filler, usually of tobacco from Sumatra and Indonesia, also called Cuban. But also Cuban. EMS, English market selection, a term for rich brown wrapper color flavor in Great Britain and America. Fermentation, the process during which cigar tobacco self-generally gives off nicotine and other compounds, turns color, and gains much of its flavor, also called curing, sweating, or mulling. Figurado, a cigar that is a straight-sided cylinder, such as a pyramid or torpedo. Filler, the blend of tobacco in the center of the cigar, surrounded by the binder and then the heart of a cigar's flavor. Finished head, the head of a cigar that has
You know that song, right?
Flathead, a cigar whose head is not rounded but flat. Foot, the end of the cigar is lit, also called the tuck. Galera, the large factory room where the cigars are rolled Guillotine. A cigar cutter that works like its namesake. The handheld instrument has a hole where the head of the cigar is placed and a blade to slice off a circular opening. A guillotine cut describes the cut. Hand. A group of about 20 tobacco leaves that are tied together at the bottom of their stems. In processing and sorting, the hand is the division generally used. Handmade. A cigar that has been and rolled completely by hand. Hand rolled. A cigar whose wrapper has been added by hand, but whose bunch was made by machine, sometimes designated erroneously as handmade. Head. The end of the cigar that is clipped and put into the mouth. Homogenized tobacco leaf. A tobacco product that is used for binder and sometimes wrapper in some dry European cigars and American mass market cigars. It is made from tobacco scraps combined with substances like cellulose and pressed to form sheets.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He's never been to Atlanta, but in other cities, yeah.
Or should you like you have something to say?
Humidor.
You stated everything about the guy except for
An airtight box, usually of wood, with a humidifying element for storing cigars.
African prints for you.
Hygrometer. An instrument that measures relative humidity. In regards to cigars, it can be used in a humidor. Humidor. Long filler. The filler in premium cigars long enough to fill the entire length of the body. Marblehead. A round-headed cigar. Marrying. Different tobaccos and cigars are said to marry when their oils and aromas permeate one another, creating a blend. The aging room in a cigar factory is also called the marrying room.
This ain't too loud, is it?
Mass market cigar. A reference to all low-priced cigars manufactured by machine in large quantities. Naked. Term used to describe a cigar not covered by cellophane or a tube. Notch cutter. A cigar cutter that creates a V-shaped opening in the head. An obstruction in a cigar caused by tightness in the ring that makes drawing difficult. Plume. A white or light grayish green dusting on a cigar's wrapper caused by the crystallization of tobacco oils. Not mold. It is harmless and can be brushed off, also called bloom. It occurs most often in cigars kept in a humidor quite sometimes. Premium cigar. Any high-grade cigar made by hand of 100% tobacco with long leaf feel. Puro. Spanish for pure. The term refers to a cigar whose filler, binder, and wrapper are made from tobacco grown in the same country. Ring gauge. A measurement for the diameter of a cigar divided into 64ths. Thus, a 64 ring gauge would mean a cigar had a 1-inch diameter. A 32 ring gauge indicates a half-inch diameter. A 48, a 3/4 inch diameter. Roller. The person who applies the leaf to the bunch in the cigar making. Master rollers are highly skilled craftsmen. Scrap filler. Leftover tobacco cuttings used as a filler for inexpensive cigars. Shade leaf. Tobacco grown under a canopy of cheesecloth or mesh to shield it from the sun. Mostly used in reference to Connecticut shade leaf wrapper. Short filler. Not the same as scrap filler. Short filler is made of premium tobacco long filler leaves cut in smaller size so they can be used in small cigars or in manufacturing by machines. Smoker. Broadly defined, a cigar smoking event. This can be an elaborate meal with wine cigars for each course, or a more informal gathering of like-minded cigar aficionados. Stogie, slang for cigar, often inexpensive. Invented in 1827 and smoked by frontiersmen heading west, the cigar was said to resemble the spoke of a Conestoga wagon wheel. First, the cigar was called Conestoga, and then it was shortened to the stubby name Stogie. So Stogie comes from the word Conestoga. Tooth, tiny, gritty bumps that are part of the natural texture of some tobacco wrapper leaves. Torsetto, the Cuban term for master cigar roller. Tuck, also called the foot of the cigar, the end that is lit. Wrapper, the outer leaf rolled around the binder. Wrapper is the first quality leaf on any cigar.
Jesus.
Hey, this is gonna be a crazy question.
She want to ask me a crazy question?
It's a crazy question.
What's up?
Does this come in strawberry flavor?
No, fuck no. No.
Hey, bro. Hey, if it did, it would be lit though, right?
Nah.
What?
Fruity shit for women, dog. Cigars, drink, all that. You ever see us drinking fruity shit, man? Not one iota. It might appease the woman, you know, to drink some wine with her, but nah, fuck that.
You ever seen Cat Williams and he be like, I got this shit for the woman.
God damn, I ain't drinking no gay shit.
I told you it was a crazy question.
Nah, I ain't drinking. You might as well go get you a margarita.
Margarita. Mamacita. Hey, I need that audio. What is that?
It's called Dumbass by Dennis Wright. Stephen Wright.
You're a dumbass. By Dennis Stephen Wright. I'm gonna get that audio. I'm gonna start playing that. So I ain't got to add to nobody. I'm gonna just have the song play every time somebody come in here and say something. But don't ask me later what it is. You know what it is. Two. 42, 22. 222. Finish my cup. Keep it pushing.
So basically, it's a caramel macchiato. Yeah, put the normal stuff you put in there. That's fine. That's it. Your name? T-O-T-O. This is all I have. I don't have any other cash.
Y'all tell me what y'all doing.
Some people was 14. You were 28.
Ah.
You're a predator. Why would I try to put you in contact with my son when you've done unspeakable things? You told me I could see my son when he turned 18. You were 19 now. You said the film. What's the news?
This man was an absolute lunatic the last time he was here, and I don't really feel comfortable with giving him a shot.
I'm not giving you that bug. If he wanted to, he would have found your stupid ass by now. What you mean? What you mean? You don't feel comfortable with me like that because you don't even know me like that. What else? He's a liar. He's a liar. Piece of.
Excuse me, sir.
Stay out of it because you really don't know what's going on.
I don't need to know what's going on to know that this isn't a conversation you need to be having here right now. I don't know the full story about signing her baby daddy, but he needs
Well,
to
shut
know
your ass up, bitch.
Take a step back and pick up the spit that's coming out of your mouth while you're talking. It's disgusting.
Fucking go play fucking golf.
Alright, let's play.
Yeah.
23, go.
Go. Dang it. Let's do it one more time, Cigar. Oh, really? Yeah, fucking go. Fucking
we don't read
seriously,
cigar quotes.
fucking do both of you guys. Go fucking. Yeah. You fucking swing that clip or you got a fucking wrapper on your flag.
Cigar quotes.
I did not. I fucking hit you out of the cups. Be there, wait for you. Okay, so fucking. Yeah. Like, I'm going to throw my Phillies my brother's house. Yeah, you're fucking dead. I know. Probably can't even get it up anymore. That's one way to win. Now you're just asking. Back the fuck up. Motherfucker. That's fine. Oh, yeah? Say that shit. You don't expect everybody else to keep on. Dan, come on, Dan. Well, fuck. Come on.
The cigar is something that commands respect. It is made for all the senses, for all the pleasure, for the nose, the palate, the fingers, the eyes. A good cigar contains the promise of totally pleasurable experience. Zeno Davidoff. This is no wonder. The enjoyment of a cigar is personal and idiosyncratic, yet it can be shared with social acquaintances and intimate partners. The nuances of cigars are infinite, and the possibilities for new experiences. At the same time, taking pleasure in a cigar is the most satisfying assurance of comfort and relaxation. Cigars are an enhancement to any lifestyle. Earth ne'er did breed jovial weed, Barton Holiday. As concerns tobacco, there are many superstitions, and the chiefest is this, that there is a standard governing the matter, whereas there is nothing of the kind. Each man's preference is the only standard for him, the only one which he can accept, the only one which can command him. A congress of all the tobacco lovers in the world could not elect a standard for which would be binding upon you, or would even much influence us. Mark Twain. I have made it a rule never to smoke one cigar at a time. Mark Twain.
Yeah, I got it. We just start. I don't know.
Do not ask me to describe the charms of green.
You're gonna have to change
the
all this, sir. Everything going
ecstasy
into the electrical box is
into which
burnt
the
out.
smoke of our cigar plunges us. Jules.
You cannot splice wire.
To know how to smoke is to
Everything
recover
in the
certain
electrical box, everything in
forgotten
the garage
rhythms,
is spliced, sir.
to reestablish communication
The
with the
breakers,
set.
the fucking wires,
Zeno
the fucking,
Davidoff.
the 220
That's a
that's
good
coming
point.
into the
That's
house.
a good point. To know how to smoke
You cannot.
is to
I'm telling you, man. You guys
recover
look.
certain
Y'all
forgotten rhythms, to reestablish communication with the self. Zeno.
They got their own
He
built-in fucking
who doth
especially
not
shit,
smoke
man,
hath hither
they got their
known
own
no
built-in
great
inspectors. You
griefs,
put that shit online,
refusing
if you call for
himself
inspection, they
the
gonna be out
softest consolation, next to
And
that
hospitalized
which
wires.
comes from heaven,
there.
e.g.
Once that electrical box is
Glowworm
on, you have to put
lit.
wires to that fucking.
That's a good
From
one.
that electrical box.
He who doth not have
You seen
either
it, did
known
you?
no great griefs or refuse it
Figure it out in a few minutes,
All
yeah.
right, so
to himself the softest consolation, next to that which comes from heaven.
okay. I'm already on.
What this country needs is a good 5-cent cigar. Thomas Mark.
Nah, well we got the demo. How much
What
you
this
gonna pay him the
country
demo?
needs
Shit, we got a demo.
is
We
it
got them all.
is a
I
good,
got 5 to 6 days, over 6 to get this shit done.
a good 5-cent cigar. Making it down. What this country needs is a good 5-cent cigar from Tom Marshall, U.S. Vice President. I am sure there are many things better than a cigar.
I need you
but
to let me
right
know
now,
tonight,
I can't think of
because
what
we
they
work
might
at
be.
mall.
We're Charles and Haggard.
I told my guys they gonna come take that shit down.
The cigar is the
Gat will
perfect
start on the back side of the house.
complement to an elegant lifestyle, George said.
Well,
These gentlemen gave us some cigars. These are legal
Yeah,
tobacco rolled in
you wanna
such a
probably
manner
just-
that they serve for both a pipe
yeah, you just can't
and
take
for
a sledgehammer
tobacco
to shit, you
itself.
know what I mean?
These
You
the
want the
ladies,
shit to fall down.
as well as gentlemen, are
You want to
very
take out
fond of
exactly what
smoking.
needs to be taken out so
John
we can give it.
Cockburn.
Yeah, it's above the garage.
Alright. Those were
Yeah, straight down
cigar
here.
quotes.
That's what I would do. What I would do, hand by hand, take that shit down. Don't take a fucking sledgehammer to you. Want to break off a piece of rock brick. Take a fucking grinder, cut you a little notch all the way down from one end to the other end. Knock that shit down, put it in the dump. What time the dump's gonna be there? You sure? All right. Where we meeting at? Where we meeting at? I got a meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow. My guys gonna be at work tomorrow.